Last episode, Josh and I were woken early in the morning to a loud bang out the front of the house. A small family had crashed their boat into our rocks. We offered them shelter in the hamlet for while they get back on their feet, and with more residents made us think of one person, Dion, and some family members spoke rumours of a shaman in distant lands that could help.
Hello, is there anyone here?
Here we are.
Oh, there's a nice horse docking area.
Fence for weary travellers.
After a short day of travel, Josh and I had made it to a house in the ice spikes of the south. This house was isolated and matched the description that we got from the townfolk. Out of place, unlikely, and convenient for the plotline.
Is there someone?
I think there's someone home. I don't know.
Give it a good knock. Give it a good rap with my knuckles. Just.
All right, go on.
Josh politely knocked on the front door and we could hear a little bit of a scratching coming from the top floor, followed by this.
Who's there? Meow.
It was a cat, but this wasn't any cat. He was sentient.
So it's very cold out here. Look, we're gonna come inside, all right?
No, please.
I think.
Whatever you do, don't come in.
Well, listen, we're coming in.
Despite what this person had just told us, we needed to go inside. My fingers were freezing off, and I could feel the warmth of the inside coming out beneath the crack of the door. Boy, was it warm inside. We needed to speak to this man and make sure that we were okay to be stepping into his house. We took off our armor and displayed our jorts to look a little bit more friendly, and we headed on upstairs.
Oh wow, this is the second floor. This person was very well versed in their knowledge of reading.
Look at this. They've got one of those stands going.
Warm to the touch, this little device was bubbling away in the background, and these vials were emitting a foul smell. Regardless, we could hear the current tenant upstairs, and Josh and I discovered that, well, we didn't know who to send up first.
Who do you think looks less scary?
Probably me.
Are you sure?
Oh wait, here,
You know, I've got
give me a
nothing
good,
to hide.
give me a grin.
I'm always grinning. Yep, coming up.
Josh made his way up the ladder and into the bedroom of this house, and what he saw was a child. He came bounding over to greet Josh.
Yeah, listen. Well, his name's Francie. Yeah, come here. Come here, bud.
What?
We're looking for a way to cure our friend.
What do you mean?
Now we've got a picture to show you. It might be a bit scary, although.
I'm a big boy, I can handle it.
Okay.
Okay. No, I get it. You're tough. You can handle it.
Oh,
Got
okay.
the photo?
Yeah, I've got the photo right here.
Fool. Let me see.
Here, Francie, if you'll.
Gross. I see. Your friend seems to have been turned.
Yes.
They've
it was.
turned.
Well, my dear friends, I've been working on something. A cure.
Been working on something for that.
Well, I should say my parents were at least.
At least your parents were?
Now, there was no signs of anyone else living in this house for a very long time but him. Quietly to myself, I wondered whether this kid was telling the truth.
So tell us all about what you've been working on, Francie.
The experiment involves the individual who has been turned in this nifty bottle of ingredients here.
He continued to tell us about this experimentation, and I grew more and more curious.
Interesting. Okay.
Actually, I have this piece of parchment here.
Got a book on it.
As it turns out, Francie was writing a book on it himself. He reached over to the bookshelf and grabbed it, and Josh read out the title.
Alchemy for Dummies. That's amazing.
Is it a bunch of chicken scratch?
Well, it's messy, but I can read it.
Josh turned the title page and opened the book, and what he saw was that of inspiring hope. Maybe Dion will live. A 3-step procedure was written down, along with a diagram drawn by Francie himself. We offered Francie the opportunity to test his works on Dion, back at the Hamlet.
Actually, yeah. My
Okay.
plan would work there.
He's happy. He can leave today.
Fantastic. I mean, look, we've got nothing to lose, right? You know.
All right. Well, let's be off then, Francie. Here, I'll put your book back. Oh.
Now it's a
Okay.
bit of a long travel, Francie. Are you gonna be able to keep up?
Sure I can, you fat slug.
With those not so encouraging words, we decided to chuck Francie on the horse, Josh's skeletal buddy. In doing this, we were not bound by Francie's small legs, and instead we could go at our own leisurely pace back home, stopping in at an ice cave to rest out the night. We woke up bright and early the next morning to start making our way home and found that Francie was now a fully grown adult. I feel sorry for the horse, I'll say that. In other news, we were at an impasse. We needed a bridge.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
With one of the jankiest bridges with one of the best looking bridges I've ever seen built, I picked up Francie and Josh picked up his horse and we parachuted down and I don't know why we did this. Regardless, we were excited to make it back to the Spruce Hamlet and start seeing a positive change. We've been through a lot recently.
At least we've had our fair share of tragedy with that
Yeah.
archery range.
I think nothing else would have gone wrong. You know, that
We're finally on the up and up. You know, we're coming back. We're gonna help Dion.
we're gonna save Dion. We're not just gonna help him. We're gonna make him new again.
With such bright and inspiring aspirations, Josh and I made it back to the Spruce Hamlet in relatively quick time. It was early to mid-morning. We still had plenty of time in the day to introduce Francie to Dion and set him up with a place of work. Quickly showing Francie around the town was fun and exciting until we made it to the center of the hamlet.
Can you
What?
see what I can see at the communal house?
The farm's not harvested.
No.
Is it?
There's the Hamlet. It's shredded to pieces.
We were gone for but 3 days, and Josh and I returned to a hole in the center of the hamlet, the community house, fallen down into the center of the earth, to the hot magma. No tropical storm that we had ever experienced could do something like this, and a tectonic shift would surely make a crack rather than a deep hole. Could the ground have been unstable? Why is there a hole in our plot? We can only move forward from this.
We don't know what happened.
Maybe we never will. Orbital lasers?
Henley,
What do you want?
why is there a huge hole?
I don't know, okay? It just happened.
And also, someone's trapped. Have you tried helping them?
No?
Jeez, they're on loose footing as well. Okay, we gotta focus. We gotta save them.
Okay, what should we do? We need to, well, we've done this sort of thing before. We've set up the dock. You remember the retaining wall? We need to build a retaining wall.
Before we can do that, Josh needed to rescue this poor soul trapped on the edge. We don't know how long he's been there, and it's awfully hot.
It's a little bit shaky, but here, I think
How's
that's
that?
good there. Yeah, that's great.
With his grappling hook safely secured, he swung across the gaping pit and scooped this man up, right off his feathers. He was one of the residents of the house. He said he awoke in the middle of the night to screams, terror, and pain. He watched on as Josh and I had no choice but to start demolishing the house that we had so dearly loved.
Okay, well, here, this floor doesn't look very stable. I think I'm gonna start disassembling this a little bit.
This is where I nearly met my fate.
Oh, Josh!
Oh!
Ah! Oh, Josh, look! Whoa!
Oh my God, you're flying!
Oh, wait. There was a heavy updraft in the lava with the heat.
Come over here. Get back over here.
The adrenaline was still pumping through my veins, but I couldn't believe what just happened. I briefly thought that I was ascending to the next stage in life. But no, I was flying. The hot air seemed to make an updraft through the chasm, and it reminded me a lot of the strange flying balloon that we experienced when we first landed at the Spruce Hamlet. Josh and I marveled for a second and wondered what this means for us, what we can do with this information. Maybe we can finally spread our own wings, just like the birds in the sky. Except we'd need a hot magma pit to actually fly. Regardless, with remaining stone, we made a crude retaining wall to stop the earth from falling in any further.
Oh my God! The house!
Well, just because the earth wasn't going to fall in doesn't mean the house wasn't. It's falling apart as we speak.
Oh,
It just crumbled.
it crumbled
Look,
in.
it's burning.
Good thing we didn't stand on that any longer.
Jesus.
Well, that's going to make cleaning the house up very easy. Just throw it all in the pit.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, God.
Watch out! Josh, get out of there!
That is, if we don't get squashed in the meantime trying to do so. That was a close call, but we aren't going to take any extra safety precautions. We don't have time for that. Now, you might be thinking it would have been better to keep the house and disassemble it safely for resources, but doing that would have led to some really boring content and, well, it's just not as fun.
Give it a push.
Oh no.
It's so heavy.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Ah! Ooh.
What's wrong?
I was convinced Josh had fell down into the lava pit, but luckily he caught a ledge.
Are you safe? Are you good?
Jeez. Yeah, I fell down here, just out of the way. There it
Okay.
goes.
There was something a little bit satisfying and rewarding about watching our labor and intensive work burn in the lava down below. Unfortunately, now the time had come to release the foundations and let the house fly.
Go! There it goes!
Made from the earth, it fell back to the earth. As we began cleaning up the rubble, we were talking about our carbon footprint and how we're a green town. We care about the environment and we are returning this to nature. Little did I know though, the various items remaining inside the house fell down into the lava as well, and as they burned, they released pollution into the atmosphere, punching a hole in the ozone layer and then increasing the amount of radiation the sun gives us. The global mean temperature would also increase, therefore killing every living thing on the planet.
All right, Josh. I think it's safe.
We've done good here.
We've moved a lot of rock, but I mean, well, a lot of rock was moved for us, really. Look at it.
I've got a good feeling about this wall. I feel like we're not just going to continue to crumble in there and
Well, I certainly
it's
hope
secure.
not. Yeah,
Surely.
yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at that high-class design. We've got structural ruts going through it. We've got bricks for reinforcement.
There is like a layer of gravel I can see down there, but let's just not worry about that.
What would gravel even do? It's not like it could fall apart and fall down and cause a big hole.
You know what? Maybe now that you've said that, Josh, that might have been what happened. Anyway, that is not for us to worry about right now. It appears that the seasons are changing around the hamlet, and the grass has turned brown and the leaves have turned orange and yellow. The weather is also cooling down. It appears that winter is on the way.
What a tragedy it was to lose the communal house. I think I'm still in shock. It's still not coming to me. But we came here in tow with Franzy, right? Let's find where Franzy went.
Franzy.
Yeah. I think
Last I saw...
towards the community church that got erected while we were gone.
There was a new addition to the hamlet buildings, and that was this community church, built for us by, well, I don't know who, the people that came on the boat, I think. We entered inside and found Franzy talking to the rest of the village.
What? Wow.
This is kind of culty.
Hey guys. Oh, Franzy, you were just explaining to them what you're going to do. Okay.
We entered into the building and this heavy feeling came upon my chest. Everyone was staring at Franzy while he was preparing something, and our entrance felt as if we were interrupting a speech or congregation.
All right. Well, yeah, guys. So this is Franzy. They're gonna help Dion, and hopefully heal him.
As the crowd cheered for Franzy, Josh and I looked at each other and were concerned that maybe Franzy was bluffing about what he knew. Especially because he started shouting, kill the leaders.
Okay, Franzy. Okay, let's not shout that here.
We assumed he was just excited about his position here in the hamlet and his experiment he wanted to undertake on our dear friend and first resident, Dion. Though Franzy didn't give much explanation towards this experiment and left it up to us.
This cage, I'm guessing, is where Dion's gonna be, and what, that a potion and another object will be thrust upon him and hopefully healed him?
Wow.
Josh was meant to be up here with me, making up a story to the villagers like we knew what we were talking about, not sitting there believing me. The truth is, we didn't know if this would work. We're putting Dion's life on the line.
Franzy, I hope that you don't have any malintent with whatever you're wanting to do here.
No, of course not.
And the power that we've given you here.
You have nothing to worry about. I am a reasonably guy with good intentions.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah. That sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah, actually, okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, this guy's
Sure.
good.
Thanks, Franzy.
Ta-ta.
All right, well, what do you reckon? Tomorrow morning, 6 p.m.?
4:30 a.m. sharp.
Tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m. You want to start this ritual, okay?
4:30 a.m.
4:30 in the morning?
Isn't that a little bit, like, early?
If anything, you fool, it's too late.
Okay, I
Oh.
guess.
Okay, well,
All right.
that's... Yep.
Josh and I abruptly left and went to greet Dion. Even though he couldn't understand us, we wanted him to know that we were here for him. We couldn't imagine what he was experiencing, but it would all come to an end in just under 12 hours. But Josh shared with me some concerns.
I don't know about you, but now that we're over here, you don't think they're gonna, like, turn against us, do you?
I mean, I didn't expect them to have already been congregated into the community church like that. Like,
I thought we
Francis,
would have, yeah, like, had to gather them up.
Franzy's got some political power.
He did have a lot of spark to him, that one.
And he was alone in that house. I don't know what happened to his parents.
Oh god. Wait, you don't think he was experimenting on them, do you?
There was no way we could tell if these rumors were, in fact, true, because we were mainly making them up in our head. But imagine if they are true. With these thoughts on our minds, we headed back to the house, and that's when Kaylee stopped us.
Oh,
Kaylee!
I disagree.
Oh, you didn't agree with what Franzy was saying?
Of course not.
you didn't agree with it?
Not at all. My father used to tell me stories of ancient magic. Gruesome.
Oh god.
I say, the dead should stay dead.
Oh. Well, no.
Well, yes, it's not right.
Yeah, because look at Josh here. My compadre.
Yeah.
Fellow owner of the Spruce Hamlet. You're home.
But you are already dead, Josh.
It's fine because I'm already dead.
Okay.
And I'm staying dead.
Right, but we're
That makes
bringing...
sense.
Okay, I see what you mean, Kaylee. Well, we're going there tomorrow morning at 4:30. The whole town is going to be watching. Okay, you'll be fishing. That's great.
Good. It is a good time for it. Nice and early.
With Kaylee sharing these words with us, it didn't exactly give us any more hope. Instead, it filled us with more doubt, questions, and concerns. What will John remember, if anything, of his life before this disease? Or will he come back without a soul? Tune in next episode to find out.